What's up, y'all? Greetings, loves. I should have got my mic. Sound nice. Check one. Should have got my mic out. But I didn't. I ain't gonna be on here that long. I just saw something that quite made my day. Yup, quite made my day, boy. What did I get up for? Oh, I was gonna get that mic, but no. Yeah, Blueface put that ass in check. Now, we gonna have to talk about this, y'all. Cause y'all comments are crazy. Y'all comments are crazy. And y'all do this. Every blue moon, we see him, straighten that ass. And here y'all come. I don't be liking y'all comments. I don't be liking y'all comments. So, I'm finished braiding my hair. We gonna talk about this. I'm gonna play it. And we're gonna go over some of y'all comments because y'all trying to say Blueface wrong. Because she is wrong. I mean, I get it. Hold on, let me turn this on back here. Alright. So, Karlissa close these cabinets because every time I leave one open, I bang my head. I banged them inside my head not so long ago. So, Karlissa always trying to disrespect people because she can. Yeah, not this time. I love the way it went down. And y'all trying to say Blueface is wrong. We talking about Karlissa. Nah, he ain't wrong. He not wrong. Let me play that video. I am so high when I'm around you, baby. This guy. Oh, she disappeared. Homeboy, I'm walking back in here because I just went up to bed. So I'm walking back to the truck, and it's a dude leaving out. And he popped this horn. He didn't blow it hard. He popped, And so I usually don't look, but then so I'm saying, what the hell? I looked down, he blew a kiss. But it was the way he did it. The shit was, I would have been like, you bastard. But it was cool. He had swag with him. I started blowing back, but I ain't want to go too far. Okay, there we go. That daggone sunlight. Ooh. That sun ain't playing on games. Alright, so Karlissa calls in, calling Nevi a phone. Hold on. So let me read this comment real quick. Oh, excuse me. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna talk about this too. I'm gonna talk about this Brandy and Wayans, whatever his name is, from Boys and Men. Because that was my era. So I remember that situation. So, okay, I'm gonna leave that there so I can come back to that comment. Um, hold on, let me check this other comment. Another corrupt. Yep, that's right. That's true. So Karlissa calls in to Nevaeh phone because apparently she got a book. I don't know where the book came from. I mean, you gonna tell me Karlissa wrote a book? Yeah, ChatGPT probably wrote a book. Nobody cares, Karlissa. You've talked enough. You've told enough. We pretty much know your life story. We know it even better because you had contestants, which are your son Blueface and name right now. But I love it when he get on her ass. He puts it out there, okay? And I feel like it's so well deserved. I love it when he get to trolling his mama because she always trolling, right? So she calling Nevaeh because she want Nevaeh to tell Blueface to promote her book. She ain't had nothing but hatefulness towards Nevaeh. That party shit was some bullshit. That welcome home party. Karlissa should have got her ass whooped for that. But I feel like Nevaeh made the best decision in that situation because the satisfaction would have been there in the moment, but eventually, And then to, the way they was responding, that night she would have been in trouble. Yeah, because they damn near punched in the chest and everything. It was all messed up. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. So, she always talk about her, just like she do everybody else whenever she get a chance. She talk about her business or whatever. Just because Nevaeh is online with Blueface and it happens to include, things from her actual life, that doesn't give Karlissa a right to pop her fucking gums. It's too early to be cussing, but it's too late now. Better luck next time. Popping her gums about this girl. After the party situation, she tried to force some stuff to get content for her freaking dumbass show that don't nobody even talk about no more. Come over there trying to make it seem like it's all good, it shouldn't be an issue. Shout out to Blueface then, because he really could have got her even more, but he don't be wanting that damn drama, especially concerning his mom, especially concerning your mom and somebody you with. That's supposed to be peace and love, right? But no, not Karlissa. And she come over there all disrespectful as usual and trying to guard a situation. Then she gonna talk about she trying to talk to Nevaeh, I can't remember who it was, but I don't know if it was her parents or something. And she talking about let's do it on camera. She want to use it for content on her show. After you have I'm starting to wonder if the detect thing wasn't on purpose for her to gain up content for her show. I'm glad Blueface shut that shit down and wasn't trying to let her run that BS narrative. I'm glad he told Nevaeh, stay in there and do what you doing. Don't come in here, even though she calling you. And that's a tough situation for Nevaeh to be in, right? But I'm glad she listened for the most part. And then here come Karlissa. Oh, yeah, it's talking about you in there cleaning. Bitch, that ain't a bad thing ever. Any woman, any man, any dude, we chilling at your house, we cleaning. Okay? If we're there more than a couple of hours, we chilling. We're gonna have something to drink, maybe a snack or something. Like, it's gonna be a mess made. It's gonna be something used. If we're there more than a couple of hours, Then, before that, it seems a little rude, right? But after that, no, we clean it because that's just what we do. So if she wasn't cleaning, you talk about that because you always try to get somebody etiquette, but you don't have that. You funky bitch. I love this video. Shout out to Blueface yet again. Shout out to Nevaeh for not trying to cop for Karlissa too much and let him rock out. Cause she ain't. It's never gonna be a good time with her. It's always gonna be a hassle with this chick. You know what I mean? And honestly, forgetting about who Blueface actually is, cause never would I ever. Although I'm fans of Journey and Javon. It's yeah. I don't say that about nobody, but yeah, I'm fans of those two. Absolutely. Absolutely. They are the coolest ever, right? But never would I ever have a kid by Blueface. Right? However, if this was a dude that you like, or you want to have a kid or whatever, just the fact that Karlissa is his mother, baby, every precaution I could take, to make sure that that don't happen, I would take it because it's something I would not put myself through. Karlissa being my baby's grandmother, hell to the no. And it's nothing but trouble ahead. It really is. And it's already sensitive with Nevaeh. She at this point gets on, has pretty much, and and it's not a complete disdain like I have for Kashawn, right? But she got a lot to work on, and it feels like it's only getting worse. And I'm gonna tell you right now, sis, nobody is gonna continue to put up with it. It's only a matter of time. With dudes, the resentment kicks in, and then it begins to grow. Okay, and then that turn into a straight up dislike, and then it could be worse than that. So you have to always check yourself and make sure you're growing as a person and you're being better, and you're always tapped into your femininity. And if you don't know how to do that, learn etiquette classes. She is too cute to be
Do you know that sugar with cinnamon and apple cider vinegar can make
that
you
loud.
forget you ever had type 2?
She's way too loud. It's a piercing loud. It's an annoying loud. It's a piss you off type loud. And it's never necessary, right? It be sudden bursts of loudness. I'm talking about high soprano octanes. And it's just, if a dude is putting up with that, it's a honeymoon type thing. No guy thinks that shit is cute. And it's the way she talks to him. Okay, so it's nothing but trouble ahead, especially with Karlissa. Karlissa is the biggest problem of them all, however, and it would be nice if we would keep the same energy with her because it's necessary, regardless of what people out here say. Because some of us know better. Regardless of what people out here say, he should keep that kind of energy. In fact, I'm going to read you a comment in the comment section under this video that words it quite well. Quite well. Now, let's listen to the video. Let's listen to it. Again, Karlissa don't jive with Nevaeh. See, her mindset is, oh, you better have a baby by my son, so you gonna have to deal with me, and regardless of how I come, how I go, But the truth is, that ain't how it goes, sweetheart. Just like you hear her say, oh, let me blah, 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 because I don't want Jaden to take away my visitation. It's the same with Nevaeh. Nevaeh Karlissa probably think that, oh, because she don't want to have Blue mad at her, she don't want to cause a problem. Blue, uh, I could be all up in this and nothing cracking it. I can see her now trying to take over, trying to do a baby shower, put it on her shit, try to, be all involved and bossy and critical and telling people what to do and thinking that this young lady has to accept that because she's the baby father's mother. That's why it's even more important what Blueface did today. He can do that anytime he wants to. He can. Some of it to me is him. He just as toxic as she is, and some of it is that he would not prefer that type of relationship with her. She the problem. He talks to her. He's talked to her. He's blue in the face on camera. We've seen it 1,000 times. She never acknowledges her BS. She doesn't listen. It's a miracle that he still jives with her. Them other two don't mess with her like that. She said that her own self. It is a miracle. She should be humble and freaking thankful. Because, bitch, you can get exited at any time. You really can. You're going to be like Tokyo Tony over there. Okay? Tokyo Tony is over there talking about saying, I'm going to sue her for grandparents' rights. I don't know. It depends on the state y'all in. But, that ain't what it used to be. And it just won't be hard at all for China to go to court and be like, yeah, she toxic. And she on that shit. She can't be around my children. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, here we go. Here's the video.
This month you can read for less than a penny a page.
I enjoy every minute of
this.
this.
Their greatest deal of all time. Historically, there has
I can't stand Karlissa ass.
And El Paso,
Cause she
Texas,
foul. She foul.
Mexico.
And since we at it, let's talk about it again. Cause I already did a video addressing it. How she was recently talking about in the van. Well, I'm pretty sure it was more recent than that she's done it. It's just that I haven't seen it. I see it when people clip the stuff and bring it on YouTube. But how she was trying to compare their looks and shit like that. Yeah. That's part of what he's talking about, right? You be talking about my baby mother and you be disrespecting her, and that shit need to stop, and you need to motherfucking apologize. Karlissa say some shit to where you just want to pop out and hop through your phone, bop her in her damn lip, matter of fact, and give her a little two-piece, make sure both eyes are black, and then come on back and sit down and finish watching her ass while she crying and shit. Who did it? What happened? Well, why they did it? Funky bitch.
I answer it. We'll get a clip out of her.
All right, so and I like it. Off top, answer. We gonna get a clip out of her because he 9 times out of 10 already know why she calling. I'm only seeing the clip, right? 9 times out of 10 he already know why she calling because she done already came at him with it. But see, Karlissa is not the type that'll come and say, hey son, my book is out, would you like to help me promote it? I would love it if you will help me promote it. Which it's an entitled thing to ask, it is. But she feel like she can do that, but she don't ask. She expects you to. She think you supposed to. She will demand you to, or she'll promote it on your behalf herself. She that foul and fragrant all the time, and y'all sitting up here talking like he wrong. There's no other way. There's no other way than to put her ass in check. Okay, put her ass in check. Watch how terrible she is gonna be throughout this pregnancy. Watch, it's gonna come a time again and again. Because it's sad that I can already foresee how she is going to be disrespectful to this young lady and try to invade and control shit. And use it for content, because Karlissa ain't shit. And she ain't got nothing else going on. And that is a bad habit that she has. And I had a mother-in-law that was, she didn't talk about you. Well, no, I mean, not on social media. She probably did with her friends and stuff, probably. I don't know. But the invasiveness, expecting her son and I to, if she say it, then cool. Like she modeling us or something. Like she the big boss to everybody. Hey, we're married. We live over here. We ended up having to move. We live right near her because why not? You're getting older. We had to move from her. She wanted to do big wedding, baby shower, all that. She always wants to be in control, right? And when you don't let her, it's just unacceptable, unheard of, the end of the world. Yeah, that shit gets under your skin and played out really quickly. And you can only hold back and be nice for so long.
In El Paso, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay, so he's talking to the stream, and she's like, Karlissa calling my phone.
Hello.
Yeah, the Washington.
You hear that shit? First of all, she pick up the phone. You don't give her no greeting or nothing. This is a rude, nasty bitch. Okay? I can't do a video talking about Karlissa without cuss words. Okay, that's a lot. Technically, I can. I meant to use the word king. Really. Maybe one day I'll get there. Maybe one day. But instead of greeting her, hey, Nevaeh, I'm on that bullshit. Because I don't call you, we don't talk like that. You just gonna go straight into tell your nigga to do what the fuck I want him to do. And why he ain't been done it. Like she pimping. I would have the biggest disdain for this heifer. Because everything she does, she's in violation. Everything she does, she's in violation. And y'all mean to tell me that you expect this guy to ignore all that? See, it's a difference now. Pay attention. He's having another baby. They are getting ready to go through an entire pregnancy. Karlissa should step back and act like she got some sense and be a supporting grandmother and be respectful, of it's her pregnancy, not yours. Clearly she ain't got no intentions on doing that, and that makes it hard for the parents, and it also puts them in an awkward spot because they can only let you stretch that thin rope but so far. And then they're going to have to sit you down and put your ass on a leash. And knowing her, she going to come crying to the internet.
I know you got your own demons to conquer, but jumping back into the fire is going to do you well.
I'll get comfortable being
For Blueface, in El Paso, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I can't wait to get to that comment section. Y'all hit the like.
Hello.
Yeah, the Washington.
Hit the like. Hit the like.
Why didn't you post it?
I ain't post your book. Why you keep dissing my baby mama on Instagram?
Bam.
What baby mama?
The one you calling, nigga.
Where did I
See, I had to pause it right there because that shit is funny as hell. I might put that on I might record that part right there, and just use it for a sound bite for a while. I don't know. Let it be an alert for my text messages or something. That shit, it was funny as hell to me. And I know what y'all saying. I know what y'all thinking. And normally I would be saying the same thing. Now he wrong for that. No, he wrong for that. Now you can't talk to your mama like that. We talking about colors. Continue.
When don't you diss her on Instagram? What do you mean?
The man, would you please tell him to shut the fuck up and why didn't he post my book?
Okay? So here is the problem that we're talking about. And the only way this is going to get dealt with is this bitch gets some real straightening. I'm talking about tough love that lasts until you change your ways. Now, she do this every time. He's telling her what his issue is. What does she say? If you and your issue, this is about what I said you better had done. Why you ain't did it and get to it. She skipped over it does not matter what her answer is. It matters that you acknowledge that he has a gripe with you and you answer the question. It's respect. You saying you don't respect either one of them, but you want her to tell him to post your shit. And then, Nevaeh, that shit you just did, cut it. Been there, done that. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not. It's not. You don't want to piss him off. You don't want to piss anybody off. You don't want to add to the fire. When she skipped over him standing up for you to be respected, himself too, but for you to be respected, and she ignored that and then gave you a command, okay, and you hibbity-hoppity your ass to do what she said, you just told her, I don't respect myself either. You doing the right thing by disrespecting us. Keep it coming. And you also showing him. Yeah, I mean, he's not standing up to the chat, a stranger. He's standing up to his mother because it's necessary. And who else is supposed to do it? And you're not gonna stand firm with him on this. You're gonna ignore it when it's about. I could see you wanting to stay out of it if it was him asking her, why you talk about me on the internet, and she say, well, tell that boy to post my shit, and then you just say it because, like, hey, that's between them, I got nothing to do with it. No, he is standing up for you. I would have just sat there and like I ain't here. I see how she gonna come, next, and I'm pretty sure he was gonna handle her ass. But I would not have turned around and then asked him when she completely said F you by ignoring him checking her about talking about you on the internet all the time. And she telling your business that she thinks she knows. I don't know. She even threw a slick diss in here during the call and added some business that wasn't nobody. This is the biggest problem I have with Karlissa podcast. I don't know. It's just a lot, and they're really big, right? But when you get to talking shit about people, okay, when we say people, we're talking about her own family, right? And then you also get to putting their business out there. Bitch, I would come and whoop your ass. I would. I'm not. Why? I don't know why I can't. I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. Blueface's brother. I don't know why neither one of them ain't had no chick to whoop her ass by now. You can make that shit anonymous. Listen, they don't got to tell her why they whooping her ass. Sometimes an ass whooping, a good enough ass whooping, I have you sit down and question, what have you been doing wrong in your life? And trust me, if she don't get it, if within the next few days or a week you don't see her, showing that she had a talk with herself and saying, yeah, I need to treat my family better with some respect, then, go on, see somebody over there swing around and whoop that ass again. Eventually eventually she gonna start looking at herself. God, what's wrong? Why is this happening to me? What am I doing wrong? He gonna be like, your motherfucking mouth, my child. You have no respect, especially for your own. Okay? That bitch ass. Whoop ass.
Stop disrespecting my baby mama.
What are you talking about?
Alright. That's what I'm gonna say when you ask me to post your book. What are you talking about?
Jonathan, I'm so highly irritated with you right now, and your lack of support. Do I disrespect you on Instagram?
You don't disrespect me over the phone.
Okay, so she finally is addressing it. But she's really replying to him with her first mind. And that is, I'm disappointed in you and your lack of support. First of all, when has she been supportive? Because that shit she calls being supportive, that's actually not being supportive. That's you doing too much. And we have publicly seen this guy ask you several times, chill, shut up, stay out of my business, do something different, stay out my business, stop talking about me, stop talking about the women that I'm choosing to be around. Whatever you, it's none of your business, okay? Don't talk about me, don't talk about what I got going on, and don't talk about them. That was before, okay? Not after. Her, still, talking about Nevaeh. Why? This is how you know Karlissa is an evil bitch, and she need the fuck beat out of her. I'm talking about stomp that bitch face in till she bleed. I'm talking about stitches. I'm talking about you look real bad for a long time. I bet your ass won't get on camera running your mouth looking like 3 houses and wearing a bonnet then. I bet you won't. That shit she be doing ain't cute. It's not. It's really not. It's really not. It's not.
Oh.
Did she disrespect you on Instagram?
She done did a few things.
Okay, so that's a yes, but she being nice because you my mom. So she respects you.
See?
Alright, but
See?
Are you?
This, I can't stand this bitch. I'm talking about real bad. I can't stand her. You know what really pisses me off the most? Because me and her the same age, right? And then, I have adult children. I would never. And Karlissa gets a lot of attention doing this. And people shouldn't highlight this because this is not how real women are supposed to act, especially mature women. Grandmothers and shit. This is not how you supposed to behave. And she is despicable. She is disgusting. Really. I forgot what just happened that I was going to address. Because I'm telling you, this woman be having me so damn mad. I wish I at least lived in her state.
You 50 years old.
Hold on, what did she just say?
She don't disrespect me over the phone.
Did she disrespect you on Instagram?
She done did a few things.
Okay, so that's a yes, but she being nice because you my mom. So she respects you. Alright, but
Karlissa, are you for real?
You 50 years old though.
She sound
I only said something because you probably
and
said something.
this chick is trash. See? Because you don't care about.
Why would I support you if you don't support me?
What the fuck are you talking about? Your kids have a whole room at my house.
What the fuck does that mean?
Nevaeh's already storing up.
They got a room at my house too. What do you do?
Right,
You got a room for you for grandkids.
I am not playing with you.
I'm not playing with you either.
Good.
Say
Yeah,
sorry to
yeah.
my baby mama,
There you
and
go.
I'm gonna post your book right now.
Damn, I'm proud of him.
Sorry for what?
For all the.
He already stored it.
Hell yeah.
He knows.
Okay, well do it for me. Do it for your
He
book.
knows we Karlissa. Look, he knows we talk. He said do it for him.
No, he's what?
He said
What? You want me to?
He doing exactly what he supposed to do.
Hang up on that hoe.
He doing exactly what he supposed, and she deserved it. And she
That's
deserved
so
it.
nice.
I don't give a fuck if she gave birth to him.
couldn't
I don't
do
give
one
no
for
fuck.
me.
She gonna have to be stopped. And she not gonna stop herself. She not gonna stop herself. It don't matter. You can see him trying to communicate with her. She don't care about that. She's not going to acknowledge it. That's telling somebody F you to their face. That's telling somebody I don't care, I don't respect nothing about you. This ain't got nothing to do with what you care about or what any of y'all. I do what I want. And you gonna do what I say for me. Wait, bitch. Karlissa should be happy and lucky that she ain't somewhere on the damn street. But she's not humble. God's gonna humble her ass one day. Yep, gonna humble her ass one day. I swear.
She could have faked it.
She don't care enough. She don't care enough.
If we go to prison for the rest of our life, what they do? We go to prison, nigga. And we fight to get out.
She got
Now we're gonna clip her all day, Chad. We're gonna use her for content.
I'm gonna go find that damn live stream because if they got more to the interaction.
Have you thought about it?
Which one of y'all hung up on me?
You know who hung up on you.
I want to know which one of y'all hung up on me, because that's the motherfucker I'm going to tell fuck no when they ask me to babysit. Which one of y'all hung up on me?
Girl, you know damn well I didn't hang up on you.
We don't
Fuck,
need no
you
baby.
just showing out now. It's
We don't need no babysitter, nigga. Is you a pop?
Motherfucking
Is you
need a babysitter.
is you support?
That's why the fuck you can't go to Arizona right now.
Is you support me and my baby mama or not?
What?
Are you supporting me and my baby mama or not?
She nasty out the mouth, and y'all talking about she deserves some respect. Fuck that bitch. Okay? Fuck that bitch. Yeah. Yeah. Which one of y'all hung up on me? Bitch, whoever phone it is ain't yours. And it ain't in your goddamn house. And these ain't no children. These are grown asses. So ain't nobody got to answer to you while they hung up the fucking phone on you. While you calling them being disrespectful. You big bloated dumbass bitch. I cannot fucking stand this bitch. She's a terrible ass bitch. Then you gonna talk about some, that's why she can't go to Ohio right now. Bitch, these two are not broke. And if he was willing to put your ass on timeout, bitch, you would be broke. So in case you don't understand what the fuck that means, they can get a babysitter. Okay? They can find someone that they feel like they could trust to watch their child. And probably can trust them more than they can trust your punk ass. Yeah. Filthy bitch.
Jonathan, if I wasn't supporting your baby, why the fuck would I be on her phone right now?
Gaslighting bullshit.
If you're asking me to post your book, that's why the f*** be on her phone right now.
Thank you.
Smart.
Thank you.
You can post my book because I need you to.
Obviously, you see me on stream and you're thinking this is a good. Are you gonna apologize to her or not?
this is so
Your
weird.
fans hit me up and told me that you was on.
Okay, so thanks for letting me really call in. So are you gonna do what I'm asking and I'll do what you ask?
Simple as that.
How come I can't see my messages on that string? I paid my.
Because you blocked, bitch. I'm glad
Alright,
you have
are you
that.
gonna
Blocked me on the stream?
are you gonna apologize or not?
You should be blocked.
Apologize for what? Then apologize to each other. What are you?
I'm asking you to.
I've been apologized to you 60 episodes.
Okay, well do it again.
Well, if she did, and I'm pretty sure she didn't give a good apology, and I'm pretty sure she did not address the shit that she had been doing, and see if she gonna say 60 episodes ago, then you're overdue. Because a true apology is not you just say what you think they want to hear, and then you continue to do the same. Because it's been way less than 60 episodes ago that you've been here on this internet talking about Nevada. And see, I'm not going to say when. I'll say just hypothetically, if If Nevaeh was to get fed up one day or be hormonal, she pregnant, hell, she gonna get a pass, right? Okay, she could be emotional, hormonal, a lot going on. People already attacking her on the internet. She don't need her raggedy ass uh baby daddy's mom constantly doing it also. She can come on here and fire off. And what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna attack her the same way y'all trying to tell Blueface he wrong. Man, fuck Karlissa.
Are you gonna apologize for letting the shop beat my ass?
I'm gonna post your book.
So I gotta do something?
I'm not apologizing for your opinion. You should have fought better. The fuck?
If you would have let me know that it was round one, I would have fought better.
Hey,
You can't be talking about shit like this.
you knew it was all, you knew.
Well, why would I know that? Standing there with my...
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I don't right, baby. I'm sorry.
I gotta find
That's
this
not
shit,
my.
because whatever they
I don't make
said,
enough for that.
they brought it out.
I gave her a squabble. I gave her a squabble. I gave her a way.
You know, I think it's weird that she brings that up a lot. And you know, I asked the question, why the hell does she always bring up Krishan fighting on Blue? I guess because she thinks that he should feel embarrassed about it. I mean, listen, because she always talking about he whooped your ass. You know, this is how toxic Karlissa is and how dangerous her ass really is. It's never funny. That's why I don't understand how y'all be in the comments. This shit ain't cute. She too old for this shit. Alright? She gonna be a crash out like Tokyo Tony or worse. Karlissa is the type of chick that get people killed. You know, this thing with her always bringing up Krishan Rock and trying to clown him and say she whooped you up. Bitch, it's not the flicks you think it is. Not by a long shot, for many reasons. We know they had a toxic relationship. We saw it. we saw more than enough. Okay? So we already know. We already know that Krishan didn't have no problem going ham on this dude. And you know, I don't find a damn bit of it funny. Domestic violence is never funny. It's never entertainment. Not at all. And the things that I have seen take place in those situations, and I'm sure I missed a whole lot more, but the ones that I have seen have been very unsettling, very disturbing. Okay? And they could have ended really, really badly. And so instead of being the toxic bitch and bad example for anybody out here that you are, if you are gonna bring it up, which why would you? You should at least be commending him for not putting that hoe in the dirt, because it don't take no more power than what's in his pinky finger to really crush this bitch. You, me, and anybody know that shit. Half these dudes out here happily say they wouldn't even want to get in the ring with him. I've seen too many dudes give Blueface props for them saying he can fight. I always see them say that. Why are you sitting here talking about Krishan whooped all up on his ass? No, Krishan was physically abusive because he allowed her to. Okay? He's intelligent enough to know, no thanks to you being a good mom, that he can easily, I'm talking about easily, this is like a freaking aardvark to an ant. He can crush her easily. Any dude can crush a woman easily. But then you got this big difference in size. And so you want to add to what I'm sure was a pretty embarrassing time period for him, right? That's your son. And you want to continuously try and mock him for it. You playing around with domestic violence. And you know, the fact that men all over, they get abused. They get abused. And can they hit back? Can they beat that ass? You know, she gonna learn something. She gonna learn how to stop breathing, or she gonna learn that she thinks she needs to turn up harder, or she gonna learn that, you know what, I don't think I ever want to hit another dude again. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, but he, for some reason, a lot of the guys don't. And you know, it takes a lot to know that you have a tremendous amount of power. You know it. It's not in question. It's not in question. When it comes to a woman and a man, it's not in question. I don't care how good y'all be lying talking about she can fight. Okay, it's not in question. Knowing what you can do, and somebody is physically harming you. You know, it's not necessarily just like about the physical pain. Although a slap is a slap. I don't care who gets it. A slap is a slap. It's a disrespect type thing. And a lot of people can snap over being disrespected. Okay, if you bust something upside my head and make it bleed, and I got glass in my head, I'm going to feel disrespected. You know, the ego can kick in times like that. And that girl could have been pushing up daisies a long time ago. No matter how many times that occurred, it occurred too many times. And out of all those times, your son did not make a decision that could have landed him in prison for the rest of his life. Could have landed him shot by the police upon arrival. That could have took that girl up out of here or permanently messed her up. It's that quick. It's that easy. When you're heated, you're not fighting because y'all are happy. You're fighting because you're heated. And when someone is fighting you and they just really don't care, they doing all kind of stuff. And that could really send you over the edge. To be in that situation one time and then to walk away from it, most people be like, whew, okay, and listen, I ain't getting in that no more. But unfortunately, they went through a spell. So they had plenty of times where somebody could have ended away a lot worse. And instead of giving any kind of accolades to your son, yes. A toxic relationship is a toxic relationship. And domestic violence is domestic violence. But we cannot ignore the fact that no matter how many times this girl will physically put her own hands, I'm not talking about when using items, but put her own hands on him, he could have some damage. But it's likely to be minimal physically. I'm talking about with just her hands. But with his hands and not even using his real force, he could take her ass up out of here. So think about the many times that he showed restraint and not choking her ass up and slinging her across the damn room or something worse. Instead, you want to mock him for some shit that was an unfortunate situation. There's many people out here that right now they're in domestic violence relationships. I guess we should mock them too. I guess we should mock all the dudes that they woman that went ham on them. I don't know why anybody would perceive a woman getting shots in as she whooped your ass when it comes to a dude. I'm sorry, were they both fighting each other and he was really giving it all he had and she really whooped his ass? Or did he not hear her back? Big difference. Big difference. Yeah, big fucking difference. Karlissa, you are a toxic trash bag. You are a toxic trash bag, and your son loves you. It has to be crushing and very difficult to keep dealing with your shit. Not only because of because of the shit you do. This is public. It's public every time. Okay? He over there minding his business every time. And then here you come out the blue, got something to say on him and his friends. We just gonna say him and his friends. And you ain't got no business doing that. You don't ever, it's not common. You don't see all mamas doing this. You out here acting a fool, and Tokyo Tony is. And ain't nothing good gonna come for y'all behind that, okay? But something gonna come for you behind that. Trust. It's not one-sided. It's not just children obey and respect your parents. It's not one-sided. He got a message for y'all hoes too. You don't see no decent mama worth they salt doing all that. You think everybody else on the internet don't have parents? They don't have a mama? You think they mama don't know how to record and post or go live? Why is it that it's only you and Tokyo Tony out here doing the most? Yes, you neck and neck with her. You are. You neck and neck with her. Show the hell is. You clowning him about a situation. Because this is the dumbest thing. Well, you know all he gotta do is clap back on your ass about, damn, the same chick you talking about whooped your ass. Okay, and this shit actually kind of funny. Let me see. Let's go on to what he was saying. I think it timed out for me. Yeah. See, I was gonna bake a lemon pound cake and take it up there to the shop. Just to thank you for, repairing the truck and my issues with the truck, and it shouldn't have went out. I mean, the AC is blowing, but my they how many times, and they still ain't got it right. It's to the point where I don't even want to go back up there and be like, listen, y'all still don't, it's still not fixed. I mean, they've had all of the confidence that, the problems were taken care of. It's still doing the same things. And I'm a loss for words. I'm a loss for words. I really am. They put a new inverter in. I mean, it charged the batteries in the back. So instead of this going out, let me stop that before I get a copyright. It's supposed to start itself up, like while I have it in optimized idle mode, and then charge up the system a little bit, because I do have AC on too. So. And then go ahead and shut back down when it got some more juice. But, and it's crazy because this is my time, because I'm going to have to go back up there. I'm going to have to go. Because it's about to be summertime too. I can't be out here like this. You'll cook in this oven. Yeah, then I'm going to have to be out the truck. If I have to be out the truck, then out here in my little shorts like I got on now. Okay? Roaming the streets. Ain't no telling what I'm going to get into.
I gave you a way better start than you did. At least I swung back.
That's funny. That's funny. I didn't even see it. I don't know if they ever showed it. But at first, for a while, I didn't want to see it until she got the first time I heard her picking on him about that. I was like, she's serious? Then I said, I want to see when Krishan whooped her ass, because I about it. But yo, at least we gonna get a little description right here. Come on.
And then what are you gonna apologize for?
Whoop
Are you
that
gonna
shit.
apologize for letting the shop beat my ass?
I'm gonna post your book.
So I gotta do something?
I'm not apologizing for your whooping. You should have fought better. The fuck?
If you would have let me know that it was round one, I would have fought better.
Hey,
You can't be talking about shit like this.
you knew you know you man, you knew it was all you knew.
Well, why would I know that? Standing there with my
And see, this is very telling to what she's saying right now. Very telling if you listen. She's basically trying to say Krishan caught her off guard, and which I believe that because she didn't expect it. She didn't see it coming, right? And he needs to tell her, I guess, because he knows Krishan at least enough at that time to know, oh, she about to you know she gonna charge you. Now, just off the top of my head, trying to remember what was said that it occurred to the fight. Either way, we know Karlissa was out of line. You know, she was being disrespectful. She was uneven with her shit, right? She was out of pocket. She was out of place. And she came in on the right one. So, you know, of course, later on, because what? You love the son. And so you don't want to disrespect the mom. So later on, Carlos was able to get away with a whole lot of shit talking about Krishan. But in that moment, bitch, I'm still fresh off the streets. And I don't even know your ass. And you out of pocket. Oh, let me show you how we do hoes that come that way. Okay, and she didn't see that coming because she think nobody is supposed to check her. She thinks nobody is supposed to check her. And she ain't learned from that ass whoop. That's a shame. She the type that she deserve a lot of ass whoopings, and they gotta be good enough.
I don't fight, baby. I'm sorry. That's not my. I don't make enough for that.
You got your ass whooped too, right?
I gave her a squabble. I gave her a squabble. I gave her a way better squabble than you did. I gave you a way better squabble than you did. At least I swung back.
Something else.
You know what he did? Was it in Vegas? I remember. I'll never forget that shit. Somebody said they was fighting, and he punched her. I was like, they lying. Man, I went and saw that video. She swung on him, and he swung on her back, and they both hit the floor, and they was tussling. I said, God damn, somebody need to get them some help. They can get the hell away from each other. You know, that's scary to see, though, because, you know, that crazy thing that they have going on, somebody can end up deceased, you know?
Those people helped you. We all watched it.
At least I got my lick in. You ain't do nothing.
He did.
You just fell on the ground. You just fell on the ground and started screaming.
See, Karlissa is so slow. She's embarrassing. You know, to herself, to him, you know, to the other daughter, to the Jaden. Okay, but and he did get. I mean, the best violence is bad. To hit someone is bad. We gotta say that because it's true. But damn, he did get a lick. I'm talking about she swung on him. He swung all right the fuck back. Now all the rest that happened after that, you can't deny him his lick because he got his lick back. Bitch, you ain't even tried. Y'all both females. There's no comparison or nothing in these situations. It's nothing but an opportunity for you to defend yourself against another woman attacking you. And you did not even try, according to him. He said you didn't even try. And got all that mouth. Who was that gonna whoop her ass?
You know the girl screaming, get her. Like she was
Jocelyn?
Rottweiler or
Something
something.
else.
She went to this conversation. All right, I holler back. We ain't posting your book. Bye. Simple apology.
Okay, now let's go over some of these comments because I'm catching. I saw a comment and earlier I was doing something, so I did not. I'm like, he wasn't talking to Krishan. Why y'all bringing Krishan this? So I see what happened. Karlissa did when she started talking about that, and I think Nevaeh, I think she handled that pretty good because ain't too much needed to be said, but he understood what she was saying, and he obliged because it just seemed like Karlissa was being strategic. It wasn't just to tease him because she could have came and said anything else, right? She got nothing but a book of disrespectful things to say. I think that she was bringing that up so she can linger on it because she stayed there too long. You had nothing. He was trumping you with every comeback. Like, there's no way you can trump in this situation. You're talking about him getting hit on by a woman and not, what? Beating her ass? Squashing her? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, being in prison, you wouldn't even be on the internet right now. You wouldn't. We wouldn't hear you, see you, nothing. You wouldn't have nothing, bitch. Because he'd be in prison for killing that little girl. Alright, so I don't get what the fuck the joke is supposed to be. This is some bully type ass shit. She always been a bully to them. She do her daughter. I watched one episode and I was like, man, I wanted to catch a flight. I really did. Because there's no way in the world she should be able to get allowed with how abusive she is. And with children, they're used to what they're used to, especially when it's your own mom. The lines can be blurred there. It doesn't feel good. You don't like it, but at the end of the day, what better did you know? So this is something you're used to. Like, the way she treats and talks to Kelly is terrible. And she seems like a very nice woman, Kelly. And she's very respectful to Karlissa. I would have been, mother or not, stomp that hole in her face. Because that's how bad she treats her. So when I could not before, even seeing the dynamics between her and Blue, like how she carries that relationship over the years online. I saw the brother, how occasionally he pops up and he just go ham. I just would always look at him like, where is this energy coming from? Like, does it have to be so harsh? Like, what? You know what? Just, he going all the way in. Then it makes you wonder, is he dangerous? Could he eventually harm her? Like, why is he so angry? Well, I don't ask that anymore. In fact, they just enabling her. That's all they do, enable her. Because truthfully, he's letting her off the hook. He gets his rants out, but they all let her off the hook. Even when he going in, he's still letting her ass off the hook. Especially when you go back to dealing with her again and ain't nothing changed. You see, she can't even put out an apology. It's not like the girl is sitting here saying, oh no, I never said anything about her, and she wants to stand her ground and prove her case. No, she knows she fouled. She don't care. She thinks she got a right to be just as nasty as she want to be, and everybody should take it. And then fall at her feet like she Mama D is somewhere and this is the castle. And she ain't even on Mama D level. Like, get the fuck. Mama D uphold more respect for her son and his, But y'all in the comments, let's see what the comments is saying, because y'all be on some fuck shit. Say Karlissa needs to back off altogether. See, that was just 3 hours ago. So, and it's a good comment. Everything not funny. Shout out to you, Carolyn. I'm just gonna say Carolyn, because you deserve a shout out for being rational. So here's another chick. It's okay to disrespect the black woman here in America. It's so. What upsets me so much when I see them doing this is that if all you can do is respect the tact in the method, okay? Because to be quite honest with you, he could have been a lot more harsh. But, having a little fun with it. Would you have preferred him to just give her what she really deserved? Huh? I hate bitches like this, that you don't never see what you or another chick do as wrong. And everybody supposed to take your shit, especially your raggedy ass, disrespectful ass mouth. No, hell no. Hell no. But as soon as somebody try to take up for themselves, no matter how small in comparison to what you dishing out, that they do it. See? Now it's got a battery on it. I'm not spending my Saturday up there. I'll probably stop by there though. I got other things to do. Let me see what time it is. Cause I'm finna go after this. If I ever get this last braid in, huh? So here's another one. In the girls he dates. Y'all don't even know how to write and be on his turn to talk some junk. They love it when he disrespects his black mother. That's some BS. Who you see that from? Because we don't see him running around here disrespecting Karlissa, and we don't see him running around here disrespecting Karlissa in front of the girls, any chick, and then they kiki about it. No, he rarely says anything about Karlissa and shit she do and say, which it should have been checked 10 times over, and you don't hear peep out of him. But the minute he tries to stand up for himself and the person he with, like he should, you got all this extravagant BS, because that's what this is. The girls he date love it when he disrespect his black mother. First of all, she brown, okay, and you tried it, but it's not working. You're not gonna place sympathy and respect and, oh, the black woman is treated this way and that way and this in the same, because it's not. It's really not. Don't try that bullshit over here. You want to go and think you can get away with everything and nobody's supposed to check you, or you're not supposed to have consequences, then you go do that. But as far as I can see your comment and it's public pertaining to this situation, you full of shit. Black Diamond 555. You full of shit. And you lying. You lying. The only situation you could see that is remotely similar to what you talking about is what the video you commented under. And you saying that because you see Nevaeh snickering. And at the end of the day, they do that. And at the end of the day, again, people do that when they in an awkward situation. I mean, what is she supposed to do? She's not clearly and obviously participating in what is something that is truly between him and his mom. She is not sitting there letting us know that she's gleeing in this. That's not what that is. But you want to try and make it seem like that to other people. That's not. We ain't that damn slow, ho. Oh, you got another comment. Okay, cool. We're going to entertain Hans again, since it's so disgusting how he's so disrespectful to his mother, and he has more respect for these trash women that he dates. We know the comment is inaccurate. It's just a complete falsehood. So, I'm just not even. I'm not even. Because, you know, okay, let's do that comment just a little bit. Technically, he was disrespectful to Karlissa in this video. So let's not get it twisted. I'm not saying that he was not disrespectful. I think we all can see that. But what some fail to see is that there can be a situation where it is justified and deserved. In fact, it is necessary. It is imperative. It's pertinent. Because things have gone on for so long. That's why some people yell, scream, cuss if they turn. They didn't hear him when they were saying it calmly. They didn't listen. When you let things go on too far, then, you know, it takes what it takes. Just like, because when he deals with his mother, you see a sapio. And that's what I see. I see and I hear a sapio. He comes to her with intelligence, seriousness, and maturity. And almost always sounds more mature than her. And you can tell there's several things, because I've noticed this. There's no mistake that he's being serious. There's no mistake that he's been calm. There's no mistake that he is still being respectful. And she shits on it every single time. Every single time. She is a nasty bitch. Every single time. And see, when it gets a little turned up right here, like this, you know, I think you get called a hoe. Said nigga, you know, hung up on her, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, this was the right energy for the occasion, in my opinion. This was the right energy for the occasion. And I can't even see it no other way. There was no calm tone, serious, straight serious tone. And then it's like, you're not even taking in consideration the shit that this bitch was doing on the phone. Look how she questioning, why are you blocked? If your child has to block you from their social media, it's you. And when I say child, I mean adult child. Because if the child is underage, that's a whole nother conversation. So let's be clear for the slow ones in the back. But if your adult child has to freaking block you on their social media, then you have been out of pocket. You have been teasing too much. Step back. It's their social media, okay? It's not all mamas included. It's not all mamas. Come on in and just be extra embarrassing and overly insert yourself and all that. It's a damn shame, especially for somebody who constantly wants things from your son, for somebody who wants to financially benefit from him all the time. I would step back and let him get his paper in every way. Okay, whatever roles you want me to play, I'll play it. Prime example, the father. See how he's so far removed from the camera that people actually request him. They ask for him. Where's Father Blue? We want to see Father Blue. Okay. She don't learn nothing from nobody because she thinks she got it sold up. What Karlissa? Answer me this, bitch. And I done gained some pounds since I got back in this truck too, but that's okay. I will take care of that. But Karlissa, your ass is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and motherfucking bigger. Don't you think you got other shit to focus on? You don't even be looking cute no more. The fucking bonnet and shit. You just embarrassed. For real. So, comment again. All these girls, and you just stand there and say you'll stop yourself. Seeing God, okay, I'm not. This is, you got to do better. If you want somebody to read your comment, what you writing it for? If you're gonna write it like this, yeah, my brain don't work like that. his mother is the problem. Ooh, 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 ooh. 12 hours ago. See, I ain't seen this the first time. His mother's the problem. Also, if you can't see that, you blind. Nigga, you can't see. You got to wear sunglasses like this. See, you're blind. Alright. Give him a like. Good job. Somebody said, nah, he disgusting. He beyond disrespectful to his mother. She disgusting first. I mean, this gives insight into an abusive, manipulative, bullying type relationship where the mother is the culprit to the son. And, you know, unfortunately, they've been taking this abuse for years and years and years. You know, both of her sons have real gripes with her about the way she moves, because she fails to see where she's inappropriate at, and it's in a whole lot of areas, right? It's really bad that so many people seem to not either see that, they don't see where she's wrong at, when it's almost completely with everything. I'm just every time she pop up, we know it's gonna be wrong. It's wrong. Y'all will post it. And then I be so like shaking my head, like you posting Karlissa big as shit with a bonnet on her head, and this chick was foxy fine. Alright, this is how she want to play it, right? But what's even more concerning, and if I was anybody involved with her, I would stop paying attention, because at some point you're going to have to really protect yourself. She don't go back and watch none of these videos and be like, oh no, I need to get my shit together. Because how you gonna come on here talking so much shit about everybody? And see, the baddest part is, because people do people talk shit. This is social media, you know, we come on here and rant and complain about anything, anybody we want to. But the worst, most low down shit is when you come on here and you're constantly attacking your own family. And then, how much lower can it get? These are her children. And I believe that her other son could be doing a whole lot better if he had half a decent mama. And you know, I disapprove a lot about Blueface, which it ain't about my approval, right? But I'm just giving my. But I also can acknowledge it could be so much worse. Because at what point does that bitch, having that as a mother, don't just, I mean, the way to describe her is, this is how school shooters are born. This is how school shooters are created. Okay? Mammies and pappies like that. And I'm actually stating facts. You know, if you do any research into a lot of these, I ain't gonna repeat that again, but they have, this is what led me into something I didn't even know about them saying that the males are the worst, the white males are worst fathers. Hey, Beans, what's up? Yeah, I say the white males are the worst fathers in a household, and that there's a lot going on there, abuse-wise and stress-wise, and you want to see what a toxic parent looks like. It's and you know, a lot of times children don't know what to do with that, because it's my mom, and it can cause you to, you know, find ways to release that anger and that pent up, you know, whatever. I can't escape this situation. I don't know what to do with this fucking bitch, you know, outdoors, and other motherfuckers can pay for it. You know, dude could be a whole lot worse. no matter how we see him with chicks, imagine having a mama like that, and you can still halfway, you know, because dudes that have mamas like that, they usually go all up and down side any chick head, you know, because they really want to go upside her head, and they could never like you. They hate you because they hate that bitch. That is one of the worst, most dangerous type of dudes to be with, that have serious mama problems. We have not even seen him being as toxic as that situation usually creates. She stay ungrateful. She stay ungrateful. And then we'll come on here and tell you that our children won't even open the door for her. Like, she bragging? I mean, what you trying to... They ain't dealing with it. I wonder why. And it should never come back. You know, that would work. That would work. You wouldn't see my children either. But I can't disrespect my mom like that. Well, I doubt your mom is Karlissa. Not to say that mothers, there's not mothers out here like that. They're usually not something that we get to see on display all the time, because it's not trending, it's not popular, it's not a thing to come on here on social media and be like that. And you know, most of the mothers don't do it, and probably would like to a time or two get on this here internet and do you something with their mouth because they believe they're right, you know. But they know that shit is abusive. She know and she don't care. She don't care. She does not even care. When the chick don't care how she look, that's the shit that be having me blown. She don't care how she look. Not just morally, but physically. And I have seen this woman looking fine. I'm talking about, it don't take much fine. And she keep getting fatter and fatter. And it's low to no effort. I'm talking, you coming on here with a bonnet, hoe. Looking worse than, hell, Tokyo Tony put in more effort. And she's very scary looking, like the Saw or something. I just don't. She should be in a horror movie. Oh. See, it just... I didn't get to use my face steamer today. I could have went and I used it, but the inverter's not working. So I'm gonna have to get on them. I bet you I ain't gonna bake them no cake and take it over here. Now, if they fix it, then next time I come, I'll have a cake. Thank you for your comment. But I'm in Alabama. It's nice, it's sunny. On this mountain, reflecting. You know, it is a time for me. Buried my mother this month. And next month will be the 1st year anniversary that I buried my father. And sometimes solitude is good. And sometimes it's also about where you're at. Because you can go and do the same routines. And it could be all things that are good for you. But to have a different scenery, you know. To just chill on this mountain with this energy and be out here. And it's beautiful. I was reading something one time. Talked about how you sleep. And it says something about you should face, I forget, but I'm going to look for that again and see where, you know, all of that comes from. Because I've seen Other people talk about that. So, you know, little stuff like that can make a difference. It can make a difference. If the opportunity is there, then sometimes you should just take it. Because I ain't have no work to do today. So instead of hopping back to the A, I decided to enjoy this beautiful mountain just a little bit more. And I kind of want to stay again, but then Sunday gonna come and go like this. And I said, nah, I gotta go. I gotta go. So I'm about to. Now, let me see a couple more comments. She laughing. He was just clowning her. It's funny till Rock got mentioned. People are gonna continue to do that. They just can't help themselves. I don't even get at stuff too much energy, because when you just keep ignoring something, then eventually it's gonna have to stop. So, you know, these people can't keep forcing things into the situation, and that includes Karlissa. So it's good. I think it's very good that Nevaeh shut that down. And he, you know, must have understood whether they had a previous conversation or not, because he said, hey, she is the one who. So, you know, nobody wants okay, let me say something before I just, because they do have some interesting comments that it's bullshit. But I want to say this. Y'all are spectators, okay? You're watchers. You are looking at people entertain you, showing you parts of their lives or whatever they want to show you, real, fake, or whatever. The thing that I see with Blueface is that you don't like the bitch. It's not the bitch that you want it to be, which mostly is Krishan, right? Or maybe even Jaden sometimes. And or you mad because it ain't you. So you're determined to hate the chick. And that's just where y'all was at with Nevaeh. And she didn't add up, measure up, and you want to do the king thing. That got stale. You know, and it's like, you don't got that no more. You really don't. You could try. But at this point, it's just a pointless ass, dumbass joke. Because you're a joke. Because you're insecure. Because you're jealous. Because you're mad. Half of that shit be jealousy. Y'all will pick apart and find a fault in everything she does or does not do, because you mad because you don't have the opportunity that she has. You're not sitting in her shoes, and you want to find every way that you want to say she don't deserve it, or you want to find every way that she's just a horrible person, right? And you know, yeah, she needs to be careful because y'all are terrible. You want to find every way that you could try to cause a rift there between them, right? Give her shit in her head that's going to flip her some kind of way to where she will become a problem. All this stuff, you know. But listen, because some of y'all comments is just, Nevaeh is pregnant. Tell me you don't care about an innocent child without telling me you don't care about an innocent child. Because it's full stop at that. It's full stop. She's pregnant. That's all. That's it. Okay? You can take your ass somewhere else and find you somebody else to pick on. Nobody cares that you're unhappy with how they're living their lives. Nobody cares. There is not a comment that y'all can make about her that had any merit. You can say she wants money, she this, she that. Y'all even got Jaden out here looking stupid for some reason, talking about some money for donuts. You are not her real fans, I'll say that. Because it doesn't matter how much some shit hurts you. You look real stupid popping off every chance you get. You look real stupid constantly mentioning in the damn donuts and shit. First of all, bitch, why would you even know about that shit? Because you're looking and listening. Well, you when you know it's going to hurt you, don't. And since when is there a shame in a woman asking her man for anything? I'm looking for where that dumbass shit at, because it don't exist. On top of that, she pregnant, and that's the one that got her pregnant, and she want a donut? Listen, this girl can ask to have a fucking donut bakery built in the back. And hire somebody to come in every day at 6 o'clock in the morning to get her fresh donuts baked for the day. She pregnant with their child. And god damn it, he just might have the money to do that with it. But I think that's part of y'all problem, right? So I'm confused as to what the problem is. Oh, she broke because she had to ask him. Bitch, she can have a pocket full of stones and ask him for a fucking $1, 50 cents. Okay, half a donut. Anything. Some spit to drink. That's her man. And she's carrying his baby on top of that. Like, y'all should just go drown. Okay? You could go drown. Y'all should go drown because y'all some of the dumb. It just shows how jealous you are of this beautiful girl. At what point do you not understand that it's over with? She's having a baby. And this goes for you too, Jaden. That shit don't look good at all. So you want to make sure you enemies with her? Over some shit you cannot avoid. Okay? Your children are about to have a sibling. And this ain't the Christian situation. See, Jaden was cool because she knew that wasn't his baby. That shit was going to go away eventually. But this ain't going nowhere. This ain't going. And she hopefully would not ever let y'all stress her out. And I think she passed that point. Y'all don't got nothing to say. It's just ignorant. It's stupid. And if you think you support him and you're talking about her, you trash for that shit. You trash. This shit carrying the baby. She carrying the baby. Your issues with her is not that deep. That's a problem with yourself. So why don't you go and try to become something that can attract whatever the fuck it is you want or think you deserve. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you don't even qualify. Y'all trying to say she don't qualify. Who the fuck are you to say that? Huh? Just because somebody don't have what you think that they should have, as far as tangible things, people, money, you think they don't qualify to be in a certain position, to be around someone, to get a fucking donut? Remember that shit next time you want a nigga to help you with your rent, bitch. Your light bill. And they just fuck you and leave. Like the hoe that you are. Like the skank that you are, and the one and give your ass $20. Y'all wild as hell. And you know, not that we should expect anything less. I like seeing her being treated I'm gonna say better, but quite nicely, you know, for mainly out the strength that she's pregnant, because all of that is important. All of that is important. Whatever else y'all complaining about, or you find, and you think this and you think that, because y'all comments, y'all. I'm like, y'all too personally invested. What I see is two people having a nice time doing whatever they want to do, and they're getting along, and they're laughing. Y'all be mad as hell in the comments section. They're laughing. You know what that's good for? That child. You know what else is good for? Pink face and Javon. Ain't that something? Isn't that important? Isn't that important for future society as well? Yeah, it is. It's really good to see. All that other shit, it could be script, it could be fake, it could be whatever. But if that is the dynamic that they agree with, y'all can say whatever you want to say about her. But if it was a chick that you like, you'll be coming at the situation differently. Dysfunctional and toxic. Dysfunctional and toxic. And you know what? That's not y'all can be very, very toxic in a world that just don't need no more of that. You can be. There's a lot about that dude that, you know, being in the public eye, choosing to be out here publicly, opens up for people to be able to come at you all kind of way and give their opinions and stuff while you living your life some kind of way, and that everybody can't see. But it's like y'all should be encouraging things that are more positive and giving accolades where they belong, because we all can be critical, but I just think that y'all want to come at every aspect as if you just want him to be a horrible person. Okay, so you want him to start getting teardrops all over his face and shit, right? I mean, what do you want? What do you want? It's like y'all would take something. It's very, very gentle for people to present themselves to you in this manner, because you try to do everything you can to destroy while making it seem like you are in support. Why would you come and check for somebody every single day only to try and bash or get rid of somebody they choose to be with? Or y'all call yourself mad because, you know, he ain't doing the junior thing anymore. Now you got it in for her, huh, baby? Really? Every time you see him with the other, y'all in the comment section talking about Junior. Bitch, did you hear what he said? Okay. It's over with. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. Y'all can try and hold on to that shit if you want to. You need to put that energy into getting that child seen about. Have somebody come over there and get him some help. Okay? Y'all need to do that. Yep. That was one of the best decisions made. Especially because Nevia is pregnant. I don't know how. I'm 50 years old. I see a lot of things that should be commended, and Blueface ain't my cup of tea. It's why would he be in the first place? But, it's not my job. So, But I see y'all, you know, when people are somewhat in the right direction, when people are making choices that are way better than other choices they could have easily made and not care, and nobody would listen. Christian get away with the worst. Certain people get away with more than they should, and you know, there's a lot of things that I care not to think of that he would get away with a lot because so many people like him, and he ain't even out here like that. But y'all seem to not know when you should back the fuck up before you get smacked the fuck up. Like, she's pregnant. And he is trying to enjoy his child coming along. Do you not see that? And y'all want to try and step on that every chance you get. And this should be the happiest time of their lives right now, especially her, because that child is growing inside of her. Don't nothing else matter, especially how you feel about anything. It don't matter more than that. It don't. It don't. Mm-mm. It really don't. You look stupid at eat every time. Every time. I'm telling you, have these bitches in the comment section that, you know, a lot of you look to be in your 30s or even close to my age. Because look, we got Karlissa running out here. We got, what's her name? The ugly bitch that wanted Martin Luther King. Marvin Gaye, her daughter. That hoe. I mean, the way y'all be just... Okay, somebody said Nevaeh thinking about that's how Christian going to do her. She keeps popping it, talking about she's the second baby mama. I'm glad I saw this comment. Listen, I am so proud of them. And really, it's not so much as Nevaeh, because she can say and do what she wants. But at the end of the day, unless Blueface implements it, it don't mean nothing, right? And this dude is not, he's very clear. I don't know why y'all don't know when to pack your damn bottle up and go over there and see if Junior want to take a sip. Maybe it's something healthier than what his mama been giving him. But over here, it's a wrap. You're saying she's saying she the second baby mama. Do you think that those two are confused about what's going on in their own world? He says she the second baby mama, bitch. What, you want her to disagree? Say something different? And this is her popping it? I'm sorry, I'm confused. I'm sorry. Y'all got a war going on that don't exist. And it's really sad. It's really sad. This ain't what social media was supposed to be about. This is sad. This is a war on healthiness, sane, happy people, families, and everything. You know, this affects everybody involved. You know how many people that is? Think about it. Count it up. And y'all don't care. You don't even care about a growing child. And we just saw one come out like it did and go through what it's going through. And you don't care how the next one is doing. And then you want to try to take away from their experience. There's nothing better than for them to be happy and just enjoy their time together and enjoy every milestone, every little kick, everything about having, just enjoy those moments. That is so beautiful. The fact that this dude is not married to her, he's making a decision to be right there. And his child is gonna hear his voice and know it when he come out. Okay, so if he would have been like, I am, when she says she's pregnant, and then, she's over there, he's over here, she popping out on social media every now and again, they got a strange relationship, drama, he's really being avoidant of the situation. Then y'all wanted that type of toxicity, right? That's what you wanted? I think that's what you wanted. Yep. Even Jaden is looking bad. Like, why are you mad? Your children are not getting younger. They aren't. They're not getting younger. They're going to be able to... That's the difference. As generations go on. You guys got to... Your children one day will have archives that are public. And that can never be deleted. There's a Georgia archive up here. And somebody can blow that building up. They can set it on fire. They had one, what state was that? That somebody burnt up. Anything that's ever been posted, it's going nowhere. Them archives are there. Your children are going to be able to see you one day. Yeah. And it's rather sad because you are not only choosing to still sleep with him, you don't mind that everybody know. Okay. Okay, but now he having a baby. It was all good until you started getting sassy over there. Okay, bitch, you salty. Why? That part out. It's not anybody's fault. It's sure ain't Nevaeh's fault that you decided to keep them head movies. You made that choice. And you're still making that choice. And it's a bad look. It's a bad look. It is a bad look to be over there trying to throw shots. It's like you the crash out. You the one crashing out. Is it going to get worse, or are you going to get yourself together? Because y'all know what? I started to do a whole video clowning Jaden ass. But I said, I'll eat her ass up on that shit so bad. That's maybe she sit back and look at herself. Because, girl, you went from trying to clown her for wanting money for donuts, which is the dumbest shit in the world. Dumbest shit. Whatever you would call him for, I don't care if you do or you don't, dumb bitch. But if you did, Javon want to play football with this team, it's registration fee, blah, 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 whatever. You want to go half on that, whatever. It don't matter. It don't matter. Pat some cupcakes for bring sweets to preschool day for Pink Face. It don't matter. It don't matter. There's nothing to say about it. Nobody can't say nothing about it. It's the exact same over there. And that's the kind of shit you're going to have to get through your head. You act like Stunner Girl called him and asked him to break her off something for a donut because she ain't got it. She asked. You went on to brag about how you don't ask for nothing, but only to turn around and get mad and damn near threatening demand for something because you paying attention to what Nevaeh doing, but you ain't seen your man over here tricking off on these chicks, and you just seen it when you looked in the phone. And you mad? No, go back to this. I'm all by myself. I don't need nobody to do shit. Girl, it's not a flex. You got children with him. It's not a flex. It's not a flex that you're doing it all by yourself. That is not a flex. And you fucking him, Jaden. Listen, girl, shut up. Shut up before you get your ass slammed all over this motherfucking internet, girl. Slam. And if you keep trying to take shots at Nevaeh, then bully's gonna show up. Bully's gonna show up on your ass. And you know who can be a bully and who can be a troll? Take a wild guess. Huh? Y'all be so pressed. I can fully understand why he is like this to her. She too in his business. Oh, talking about Karlissa. Okay. He's a grown ass man. She needs to step back. It's not her business. It's not only that. People are like, they don't see how disrespectful. Just because you're the mama, that don't give you the right. I have grown children. I have children in their 30s. My oldest daughter's 35 years old. You know, my oldest son is only a couple of years, a few years younger than her. Her sister is only a couple of years younger than her. They grown. That's just never been a thing for me to even comprehend. Like, why would you want to be in your children? But you can't wait for them to grow up and get their own business. It's all on you. I've been doing my business, your business, their business, and still gotta do my business. Why would you want to be a see, Karlissa? You not doing your business because you too busy. You're not even taking care of yourself, girl. You don't even get on here looking cute no more. And come on, let's go for a walk. Okay, I got about 10 I'ma drop. You wanna come on here and join me? We can work out together. We can walk instead of talking. You'd be surprised what walking instead of talking will do for you. He said she too much. Oh, this is a good comment. I think this is a comment I was gonna read earlier. Okay, so he says, I can fully understand why he is like this to her. She too in his business. He's a grown man, and she needs to step back. It's not her business who he's with. You can care and worry. Just be a good grandma. His attitude would completely turn around, and absolutely, because it's not like that the thousands of other times. It's once in a blue moon. And you know, this one, even though y'all feel a way about certain verbiage used, it still was very tactful. It was kind of clever. Okay, use that shit as content. And you know, it still was giving her a lot of grace. You know, some dudes be so messed up, they'll turn around and be a bitch. Didn't I tell you? You know, and just imagine. So y'all can't even give a portion of credit that there is a lot of validity to, you know, him ever responding that way, and appreciate the fact that it's not worse. Then you don't see how much of a problem that is. You don't want to give people the inch that they deserve. But if they were to come and debo a fucking mile, you'll have fit. You know, they're the worst. There's no other side that is wrong. It's just put that nigga under the jail. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know who could have dealt with her shit this long. She don't stop. She don't stop. I'd have shut that bitch water off a long time ago. You ain't getting now. Dime. I hope you don't get no content no more for the way you talk to your mom. Blueface. You should be canceled. But that's okay. I know Nevaeh got something planned for your ass. when she had that baby, child support. She said child support 3 times. Where that come from? Listen, I seen y'all talking about that lately. I just don't get it. The baby's not even here yet. He ain't denying it, and they seem to be just fine. And nobody's on child support. Jayma ain't got him on child support. Where child support come in at? It's weird. It's like y'all try to predict and mold things into the type of dysfunction you want it to be. Y'all literally are on here trying to paint the outcome of all of this into what you want it to be. And this is crazy. Y'all got this dude on child support. She wrote it 3 times. I ain't telling no lie. You think I'm lying? You think I'm making this? Right there, 3 times. Okay, this is in mirror and that ain't focused. But this movie, I'm going to share this on my wall. Y'all can go look because I'm not going to read all these comments. But they are... I mean, I'm talking about just so many, you know, these could be anything, bots, whatever, but to see that many on, and I see them all the time in these videos, I just be like, why are these people like this? You are discussing the way you talk to your mother, boy. Did y'all change when he talked about, when they talked about him getting his ass whooped? That shit would never be funny to me. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not funny. It's not okay to that a woman can just haul off and ball off on a man. He's not having a good time. So just because a dude is stronger than us and all that, it still matters that you are hitting him. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's not funny. I don't know why people find stuff like that funny. Say he's disrespectful and she is too. Him calling his mother nigga. I'm sorry. I'm ignorant on that because that shit was befitting and funny. And now you just reminded me to go back and listen to it again. And record it and make it my ringtone. Now she deserves it. She talked to him the same way, but y'all don't pay that no attention. Karlissa be just as disrespectful on a daily basis. And y'all put that shit on Mad TV or whatever the hell that shit is. And y'all go under that. You can never make me not like her. She's so funny and shit. And I'm looking at this old hag up here doing her lips like that and just saying stupid shit. This look, I mean, it looks so bad and it's so deep because this is your own offspring you're doing this to. It's just as bad as Tokyo. So he talked about them both getting whipped by Krishan. It's crazy. He probably don't even love her. I'm sorry I feel that way. Y'all don't know what y'all be trying to say. Him calling his mother nigga, you smart ass, and hanging up on her is the utmost disrespect. They deserved it, radio. Talking about that whole birth year. And she been a fucking problem since, right? I have supported you all this time, but I gotta stop. This is your mother. Well, every day y'all don't never say nothing to her. Y'all don't ever go into them videos that they keep promoting because they gonna get views because y'all ignorant asses. Y'all never go under those videos and be like, Karlissa. You don't try to. Oh, y'all just be laughing. Talking about she funny. What was funny? Yeah, girl. She's so right. No, she's wrong because she shouldn't even be speaking on it. And you know what? These people don't be bothering her. And you know what else? This is not the same generation as before. Karlissa can't get that work. she is lucky each and every fucking time, because any one of them can really drag her ass. You know, because these generations are different. The same don't apply no more. We're not in the era where the grown-up can do what they want to do, or the parent can do what they want to do, and you can't disrespect them. You can't talk back. You can't say, I don't like that even. You can't speak up for yourself at all. No, you would get the fuck dragged. And you can get your ass whipped too. And the fact that she don't get screamed on, listen, and don't nobody call for her. She just pop up. It's some of y'all I can't stand. Lolita is one of them. You know, that's just the name one. But I cannot stand your fucking raggedy ass type of commentary, because every time you talk about that raggedy toothless bitch, or every time you talk about something with Blueface, you go and get your magnifying glass and you look for a Karlissa commentary, and you feel like they go together. You feel like you wrap this up with the Karlissa commentary, and I have watched that to go from being a thing one person does religiously to it's starting to become a trend, just a staple, a normal. And then you have all these other commenters that when they talking about, mainly Blue now, because people saying that, you know, we need to separate this thing now. It ain't nobody left but y'all the ones still trying to link everything up. But if they say something about Blueface, they're gonna look for where Karlissa has something to say about it and put that on there. So you're encouraging this bullshit, and all y'all look stupid. I don't care how many views and how your pay ends up from the video. You look real dumb doing that shit, because that is some toxic ass shit. And Karlissa looks so bad, and she ain't on there telling nothing about nothing. No, she ain't telling nothing about nothing. She is not. Y'all act like she giving out wisdom. No, she is very inappropriate. And the fact that y'all are sitting here acting like she's a precious thing, and shame on him because he said nigga. Shame on him because he called her a hoe. Oh gosh, how dare you hang up on Miss Patty? That bitch don't got no respect for herself. She don't have no respect for her children or the grandchildren. If you have respect for your that's your bloodline. That's your bloodline. Bitch, do you think, I don't care who I come on here and talk shit about, you're not gonna ever see me come on here and say a damn thing about one of my own children? Somebody called her out that one time when he had his fight about how she was trying to play Javon face. Everybody can't, see shit like that sometimes, because you ain't even deep enough. But then, she be slick with her shit sometimes, and that shit was fucked up. And it just so happened a couple of people saw right through that, and they called her ass out on it. And y'all ain't even catch that. This is the shit that y'all support. This bitch is trash. This can only directly affect her grandchildren. That's your bloodline, bitch. And you out here in the public, who does that? Nobody worth anything will ever do that. And she acts like she deserves something. Somebody owe her something. Bitch, you deserve to be stripped of your clothing and thrown in a dark ass dungeon. And to have pig piss poured on your ass twice a day. No food, no water. None at all. This is a condescending, trifling ass bitch who they ain't told one lie about their childhood, because she don't care about nobody. She don't even know to care about herself. And there's no lie there because you see how she coming on camera. That girl ain't even used to come out here like that. See, that's when people are getting worse. And you got to know when to stop supporting them. That shit, she always try to make somebody else look bad. And she does do that to her grandchildren. When you see this bitch come on here and she talking shit, and her granddaughter is right there, and you can hear her, and she's trying to, you know, you talking about my mom? Like, I ain't talking about your mama. Actually, you are, and shut the fuck up. She listening to you the whole time. If she don't think that that shit is gonna be effective with the fight, when she had Javon, why you gonna put him on camera and then try to make him look bad and clown him and make him feel bad because his dad didn't win, and then you want to do what? Shame him? Your own bloodline, bitch, in front of the world. So what you thought we was gonna find it funny? Huh? You people called you out. You try to clown your son through your grandson, through your grandson, bitch. But you want to benefit from what he's doing. That bitch crazy. She crazy. She crazy. Coming out here doing commentary, addressing people, talking about you better win, I'ma send your brother. Girl, that shit is not cute. That shit is not cute. Let somebody call you with a cue. Let WAC 100 call you with a script. Then you speak. Until then, shut the fuck up because you making all the wrong decisions. That shit is so fucking embarrassing. And it's never shame on him. It is applause. Because he eat that shit every time. Every fucking time. That shit, you ain't helping him. You gotta say something about everything. You gotta talk about everybody. Sometimes people get surprises and that they don't see coming. And when you can't bring your raggedy ass around that baby, because people are maturing and you're toxic, it can happen. It can happen. Joking about losing your visitations with Jaden while still being a toxic bitch is not cute. Don't take away my visitations, Jaden. I'm just keeping it real, telling the truth. And then you proceed to try and embarrass her. That shit works for other people, but it doesn't work for me. You don't come across as the grandmother who really loves her grandchildren because they're with you, to understand. Every chance you get, you like to talk down on their mother. One who was with you ever since she was a child. And you would throw that up in the air all the time like you need a prize for some. I told her, yeah, we see. All of these adults, mind you, take a lot of shit off your ass. It can't last forever. It just can't. It can't. Because the way y'all attacking him now for standing up for himself, y'all was attacking him about Junior. You see what he did on that. Just saying. You see what happened there. So I just that turned into a long session, but I just had to say shout out to Beans for sure. Huge channel supporter for coming in and you know, any trolls I just don't even pay attention, because of course I get trolled because I'm too much like right and real. It's yes, what's it else? Oh, that reminds me. I got something else I want to talk about, but I'm ready to start my ride. Let me see. I was supposed to pick up my glasses today. They might be closed today. I don't know when I get back. There was a guy, and I got to find him. I hate when somebody posts something on the internet, and especially when it's real deep, and it's somebody else's content, and they don't say who the person is, where they got it from, and then when you try to ask them about it, they have nothing to say. Okay, let me see what time they close. It's Saturday. I don't know why I keep thinking it's Sunday. Okay, so those Saturday hours matter. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get back at 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna miss that. So it'll be next week, ain't it? It'll be next week. Monday. Okay. Only thing I'm dreading is this traffic. It's not gonna be cute, and it's Saturday too. But it can't be avoided. I can't get from one place to the next without dealing with it. Middle of night traffic is always the best. It is always the best. Sure. It's not gonna get packed out here too. April 12th makes 1 year for me since I lost my mom. I know how it hurts. It still feels like yesterday for me. Yeah, you know, that's something that it's like there's no time already feels weird. Sorry. Time feels weird now. And again, I gotta find I'm probably look on Amazon. But I want an analog clock. I want one that I can have at home, and then one that I could like, you know, maybe it's like a sticker or something, so small one that I can put on here, because so I don't know if it was somebody I was talking to, or maybe it was on TikTok, but somebody was saying that they were speeding up time, and I had already been feeling like that, thinking that way, not just lately, but for years. And then you find out, you dive a little deeper, that how many other people suspect this. You're not alone. And you know, we're humans. We've been here for a while, right? So we kind of know when something like that feels like it's being messed with, you know. Depending on how much you know. It's just nothing that can't happen. Nothing that can't happen. And I think that has changed, like, how I'm dealing with the passing of my parents even more. Because, like you said, my mother passed like 21 years ago. Sometimes it could be like it just happened. Sometimes it could be like it was just. Sometimes I don't know what mom's is different. It's like because you were in that womb. Sometimes you could be questioning if the shit even did happen. It's you be like, it's really. Sometimes you have to force yourself back into. Okay, we've done this. We're here. It has happened. It's real. It has happened, and it's real. Your brain doesn't take that like it would other information. And like if you tell me 2 and 2 is 4, and I say you lying, and you can prove that to me. I mean, once you prove it to me, then I have to accept it. But it just doesn't work that way with losing your mother. It's not an easy thing for the brain to accept. And to know that it's about to be it's going to be a year since my father passed. How? You mean a whole year? No. That's what let me know I need to look more into this, because you telling me it's going to be May again. Oh. There's a problem with that. You know, and as women, we are so in tune with the earth. So in tune with the earth. The moon and us are like this, you know. That has to do with time as well. You know, all the days in the cycle of the moon are the days in the cycle of our bodies. That's time. This shit is being tampered with. It is. And people used to say, oh, when you ain't doing nothing, when time speeds up, when you're having fun, time speeds up. But when you're at work or at school, you know, somewhere you really would prefer not to be, or it's not that fun to you, that it gets drawn out. People used to say things like that for years. And, you know, everybody would be like, yeah, you know, that's so true. That's so true. Why? Did we not ever stop to think that that's some weird ass shit? Because if everybody's in agreement on that, is it just because we're making up something like, you know, people say there's Santa Claus and then there's the fairy, the tooth bunny and shit? No, it's not a fairy tale. People are really feeling like they're having that experience. So where does that come from? You know, where is that really a thing? Is that something that is also internally controlled? To some degree, yeah, I think so. But I think that there is more for us to explore and uncover and understand when it comes to these things that actually could be very helpful to us. Because the things that we don't know, especially about our own selves, others are taking advantage of it and they're just having a field day and getting their way with it. And it should have rang a bell long time ago for most people to be in agreement with that type of statement. Because at this point, that means that we're pretty serious. That's really happening. You know, I'm off work. Man, that went by fast. You know, but if this was a regular day, you can be literally in the middle of your day and you're not at work, or, you know, and you would look up and be like, nah. At this time of day, I still be waiting on my first break. I still be waiting on lunch, you know, and here it is about to be time for you to start settling in for, you know, to go to bed for the next day. And you are saying that because you are feeling that, you're experiencing that. You have to be internally experiencing that in order for you to observe that, because you can't tangibly. How can you grasp something like that inside of yourself? And it's confidence. You know that is really real. And you'll go back to work and you'll be like, damn, man, this shit went by so fast. Yeah, man, it sure the hell did. You know, but somebody might tell you, that's because you weren't paying attention to the time because you was having fun. There's a little validity to that, because if I have been known to stand there and be like, what time they say we're going on break? You know. So, you know, that can have something to do with it, but overall it's not. It's something that we are experiencing. We are so uninformed when it comes to what really is. It's so much. It's so much to this. It's so much that, you know, others know. They know. And we're not curious enough. You know, y'all talk more shit about people like, you know, getting their business than you do. And trying to figure, because if you're not trying to figure out what's going on out here, then what's your point? You're pointless, because this ain't, first of all, it ain't it. And we should know that. If you don't feel that, then I guess you're just fine. You know, you're just fine. And maybe that means also you're not human, because all of us are not human. You know, there's some, they say what race you are, and then try to divide it into this other shit that's not what it is. That's not. People do too much over that, thinking that that's a separation thing about us. It's not. It's not, because you got all kind of entities out here amongst us that we are not realizing. You know, and then you have this word that I had for it, and disguisers. But there's another word that I had that were very it's on point. I'll think of it later, but they're disguisers. You think this is your family member, you think this is your aunt, this is your uncle, and shit like that. And this is it's something that is living several lives. Like they're carrying out missions, but you think that they're family or friends, because that's what you know. But they have assignments that they're carrying out. So you know how people say, oh, that's their handler, and you know, people say that, and then people are like, whatever. But that's exactly true. And most of us have them. You know, and you don't even understand. But some people do know that someone is a family member. They're very close to you, you know, more than just a friend. It can be friends, but it's mostly family. It's very important too for it to be family, because people almost never truly push away the family. You know, they give the family all the chances in the world, and that's not a good thing. We were taught to do that, but that's never a good thing. You know, like say for instance, Karlissa. She'd be a perfect example. She's an op. She's definitely an op. We can see that because she is front and center on display for the whole world. And we know that movement, that behavior is an op. That's how an op moves. But she'll have the audacity to even say every once in a while that it's like a crazy person, like, I'm on their team. Bitch, no, you're not. We see you. We know you're not on their damn team. Do they think you on their team? Well, probably so, because they even let their children around. But you know what's weird to me too? And this can apply to like all of us. You would see those children with her really before you see them with her. Like, you wouldn't see her hanging out with her children. If she is, she invited herself, she inserted herself, or she begged for it, or she manipulated for it. She's trying to get content out of it or something like that, but they don't want to be there. So they'll allow her to be around their children. It's the dumbest thing in the world to me, because that's your op. That's your op. And we have those. And it should be nothing, especially in these days, to get rid of your op. You know, like the 48 Laws of Power says, to crush your enemy completely. There is a reason for that. And when you are soft and you don't want to do that, then you leave nothing but air and opportunity. Okay, and it's bad. Like my grandmother always say, it's the shit you don't know that will fuck you up, because you are oblivious to what it really is. So there's a lot of things going on that you don't even know about because you don't know to even look for it. Most people would not even believe that their own family can be an op. How many cases do I cover in this? There's ops. The case we're talking about right now, Jarvis Butts. What is that if that's not an op? Doing all these things with his own children. How can someone do that as a father? He's an op. That's why when I say they wanted him back on the streets because he works for them, I'm saying this because I know what this shit look like. I know what it is. I know when things are adding up to be something like that. Something that is very easy to show and find information is my father was a victim of MK Ultra, which we know is very, very real. And we know that it carries on today. They just have different names and programs for it. And the way that they do the shit that they do and the people they target and use is on a massive scale in comparison to how they used to. And they've been doing that, this type of shit. How far back can we really go? How far back can we really go? And it's so common. It's so common. And most of the time we look at situations and people as if is what we were taught for it to be, and that's not it. A lot of people are workers. They are workers, and that's what they are. To you, they could be something else, but as long as you're thinking that, that's why your ass is in danger. Because it's really cut and dry at the end of the day. It really is. Because if you are for me, I am for you, then we don't do each other dirty. I got your back, you got mine, and there's no in between. However you were taught, I really want to do my head like old boy, but he looked kind of crazy doing that shit, like he really about to go insane. But the shit was so funny when he did that shit. And he said, "No milk." Like, you ever been there? Like, you can feel it. Like, damn, there's no in between. You're not gonna do me fucked up, and you supposed to be my people. It don't go together, and you shouldn't excuse it and allow it. Because you'd be surprised who is literally getting paid to be in your life and help corrupt that shit. People say stuff like this all the time. On the talks of Jarvis, because they say right after he took the plea deal, he's supposed to have went in there and, how? They're not gonna tell us how he did it. He's 6 foot something. Okay, so cameras are there, so y'all know what happened, if something happened. But I don't believe that that's what happened. I believe he's off to another assignment, even if it's involving some of the same parties or whatever. A lot of people won't understand that because they don't fill themselves with the necessary information to know this, right? But you will look at all the aspects of this particular case and you will go from A to Z and say, wow, this is crazy. This something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. All the way to the end. But that would be too far-fetched. Keep believing that. It's plain to see in things that are just placed in front of us that won't have anything to do with our personal lives, right? But it is like watching TV. You get to see it and you know that something is off there, but you carry on, right? You don't give it too much thought. A lot of times your brain is trying to protect you or itself from things that will be so traumatic, and you don't want to force yourself to have to process it. You see some crazy shit. Kirk, dude, what happened? What was that about? Who who did it allegedly? Where did he come from? And other situations. And okay, let's say they supposed to have convicted somebody for this, that, whatever. Ding, blah 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 blah. It is so it's so heavily implemented and used. Several different methods of operation to affect people in their lives, you know. And we would talk about and make jokes about things, and yet and still we would smash down anything that would really take it to a more serious level. You'll say, yeah, they tried to make Martin look crazy. Or, hell, look at Kanye, you know? People really aren't paying him no attention now, but, for the most part, people understand what, at least on the surface level, you understand what took place there. And I don't think that there's much doubt in anyone's minds. That one is about as clear as any of them. And I have to give him credit because he was really trying to fight. I mean, so much so to where he was able to get out as much as he did. And it was a lot. And it was so much to where this dude literally threatened him where it could be proved. Like, here, this is what he sent me. He said, if I don't shut the fuck up, he gonna put some shit in me, put me in a place, and I'm gonna be messed up forever to never return back to normal again. I mean, but somebody will turn around and talk shit about Kanye right now. Like they didn't understand any of that. People think that you have to be of a certain status or a certain level in a certain organization or whatever for it to happen. And it would, if you were running this, if this was your operations, it would make no more sense than for you to control every aspect of everything that you can. And we literally see that that's what they try to do. Why would you bypass all of these, how many people, and only mess with people who are already under contract to be and do and say whatever? It's when rebellion kicks in with them. You have to have things in place to reel them back in, because there's a lot that they can, there's a lot that they can say. But y'all don't think that this happens with everyday citizens. It's so weird. So weird. Why wouldn't you think that? When you know about all these things that are purposely to alter you. You have people who can, who take risks like Kanye did. They come out here, they talk, they bring it, and they got proof that goes beyond. But to speak is not easy. It takes a whole lot, and that varies from person to person, because it depends on how they are on you and how they are affecting you. Every time you say something, that shit is not for free. Every time you speak, it's not for free. Anytime I have these conversations, which, yes, I've been doing this for years, often, right? It's not for free. There's always a price to pay. So then how's it go? You decide how much of it you're going to endure, And if you're going to continue, you're going to slow down, you're going to stop, you're going to wait, you're going to dish and that, because it's never a small price to pay. And that's coming from foot's already on your neck because you are not complying. And for some, you're wanted deeper on other levels and you don't want to participate in that. And for that, it's hell to pay. Some people say, what, who is they? They not important. They said that about Jarvis. Somebody said they think they might have cloned Jarvis, right? I didn't hear them out on that. I just heard them say that. So I'm not sure where they're going with that theory, right? But that's what they said. Either way, they don't believe that Jarvis is passed, which is a good thing because that's bullshit. Okay, that's bullshit. This bitch came on here roaring to the top of her lungs and all that, talking about don't be coming on here with no conspiracy theory. First of all, you can't tell nobody how to think you feel. Shit, they can't guess on a kiss. You know, I mean, it's just weird. But, oh, she want to hoot and holler that is so stupid. And who the fuck want to clone a Jarvis Butts? Who the fuck is Jarvis Butts? Jarvis Butts, bitch, is a motherfucker who got bodies. Okay? Don't I say Krishna got bodies? Okay, Jarvis Butts got bodies. Okay? Jarvis Butts has thousands. You hear that? That's a big number. Okay, that's not two. Like Twix coming to pack. Okay, you eat one, you eat the other one, it's gone. I'm talking about thousands of fucking victims. Who the fuck is Jarvis Butts? Jarvis Butts had what? Damn near 5-6 women that was loyal to him at the time, and they even came to the preliminary hearing and testified because they had to, and they still was down with this nigga, including the damn grandma. Jarvis Butts is a dude who been violating children since toddler age. 3-4 years old, probably younger. Jarvis Butts is a nigga that got children. Look just like his ass. And one of them, he gave an STD when she was 5 years old. He went to prison for it. Came back out, made more children. And the things that he's done with these children. The things that he's done with these children. I'm not even... Who the fuck is Jarvis Butts? She's not his niece. She's the baby mama's niece, but that was living there because her mom was out smoking crack. Since she was, we think, younger than 11, he started getting her mind twisted up, you know, and sleeping with her, getting her pregnant. Everybody know all what he's doing with these children. The mama, the auntie, the grandma, the schools, CPS, and they knew that Janiyah was pregnant. Naziah, I'm sorry. His daughter name is Janiyah. She's still underage. They knew Naziah was pregnant. She was 13 years old. Now, whatever they collectively decided, whatever he did with her, whether he was trying to make the baby come out, whether he was just gonna get rid of her altogether, I don't know, you know, because somebody brought up, and actually it was the same chick that went on a rant, that, you know, maybe because I think he had some stuff in his search history, maybe he was trying to get rid of the baby because she, you know, was probably about 5 months. And before, in their text messages, he had to give her pills, plural, as in we did Plan B more than one time. Or maybe he thought he could make her have a miscarriage, and he ended up, doing a little bit more than that. So she was not to return. That's who the fuck Jarvis Butts is. Jarvis Butts is a fucking monster. That's who he is. Mm-hmm. Who is anybody? Somebody that can be used. I don't care how small the task is. Everybody is somebody that can be used. You can say who is anybody, but who the fuck are you? When people say stuff like that, who the fuck are you? Half the time you don't even know what's amongst you. You look at everybody, you think that they're all human. You think you got it all figured out. You think you know exactly what that person that just walked by, you can pretty much sum up what's going on with them, where they going, what they doing, or something like that. And it could be some shit that will have your brain spinning, because you just don't even understand the actual reality that you're living in. You don't. It makes nothing but sense for them to be using somebody like Jarvis Butts. He's not the only one. You make it make sense. Now, in Georgia, if you are APE, a woman, you're getting life. If you're found guilty, you're getting life. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. If it could be done here, it could be done in all states, right? And if you can do that for violating another woman, an adult, you should be able to get that, at least that, or the death penalty for violating children. Everywhere, across the board. That should be the mandatory sentence. It should be no room to be putting you back out here. You don't even begin to understand this shit we living in when you sit up there and see those files, and to comprehend that over the past, few or so years that we have had collectively, publicly, people who would, y'all don't, that's crazy. It's a conspiracy theory. Get your tinfoil hat, blah, blah, blah. Shit so outlandish and all that. You can't deny half that shit now. Y'all know now that stuff y'all was like, get out of here with that 5-10 years ago. You know that it was real the whole time now. And then we get hit with these Epstein files. And then you're in psychological trauma, psychological warfare. Because you're just overloaded and you don't know what to do with it, right? And you keep going in this loop of falling for the same shit that's taking you nowhere. They don't got nothing to do with the real battles ahead. Because there's always wars. Constant wars going on. That's why I say when people as citizens get all worked up and riled up and want to have an opinion and do something about what decisions are made about this, that country, and the president want to da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, it's so weird how when that stuff like that pop up, and people outline it's the only situation in existence. There is always multiple wars going on. Physical, spiritual, everything. It's shit flying around you, up in you, and everything that you half the time can't even see. But a lot of times you at least feel it. They put shit all in your food, you know it. They put shit in the air, spray it down on you, you know it. They put shit in the water, you know it. It's always some shit going up in you. You always under attack. But why are you always under attack? Who the fuck is you? You better start finding out. So better. You better start finding out. Because this shit ain't getting no better, man. Y'all be on some dumb shit. When you got bitches like Karlissa, I can't stand her ass. And there'll never be a pass. That shit that people be talking, that's your mom. 9 times out of 10, they workers too. They workers too. This old bot shit, troll shit, paid to come in the comment section, paid to mix up things. You know, I've been telling y'all about that shit years before it became just a normal thing. Now, all these comments and you don't even know what or why. But you have to use discernment, you know? See how it's always gonna be that. It's always gonna be that. I look up. I didn't even notice. I'm putting ice in my thing. I look up and I notice, oh, they done started shutting it down. Okay. Then I get this shit all day, every day, coming from all types of directions, and that is something I'm not accustomed to. So just let the corny continue to be corny. But you know, I think I'll be mad as hell when I can't open these shits. Damn. And then I had a pineapple fall out. Pineapples ain't no joke. They actually go to work eating the flesh. They eat the proteins in your mouth as soon as they hit your mouth. Unless you cook them. And this is a fruit. This is a flesh-eating fruit. If you have enough stomach acid, then it won't happen in your stomach while they digesting. Some people can't eat pineapples. That's so good. That's called live and being active. And sometimes it be about where you at. Just like me sitting here. Of course, I'm out as well, but it could be about your location. And we just had the full moon a couple of days ago. So we're still getting that energy. And being so high up on this mountain. You can feel the difference. Just right here in this area. But you know, I don't know. Just things people don't pay no attention to. I'm like, why, man? Because I'm seeing a lot of lady drivers come through here. I don't see why, but I'm not getting them free. Hey. Like, for ones to have the audacity to tell us that we can't go somewhere. Like, you're not allowed to explore I was sitting here thinking about like the Grand Canyon area. And you hear different theories about what it is, what's there. And that's not small information. If there's any validity to what these people are saying, that's a big deal. That is absolutely directly relevant to our entire existence. There are answers there that we don't have. And people don't think we need them. That's so crazy. Especially as chaotic. You know, to say that you can't go in this area ever and I could just stop you. You know what? They was Lake Lanier. I don't know if y'all seen this. They are all over the news right now. They're mad about their water. I said, now? They mad about the water? Why they mad about the water now? They said the water don't smell good. It don't taste good. The water is sour. Water is sour. And I saw this guy on, I'm gonna look at that clip on TikTok because I swear he had, I think he had his hands on his hip, but he was just like, you know, kind of sassy like with it, like how dare it, you know, be this and somebody need to do something. Like he got that kind of attitude, and I'm just looking like, if we stay in reality, because the audacity for you to have an attitude, because the water that covers people that once lived here that you ran out, killed, and worse, right? The water that holds how many bodies? I mean, all water has bodies, right? But this one is specifically heinous by particular groups of people, and you know this, and you chose to live there and drink from that water. Then you have some of the other ones. I didn't even know we was drinking the water. People drink Lake Lanier water. Bitch, what you thought the dam was built for? Did you do any research? All these hundreds of cities that they did this to, when the government came and ran these people out of their town, and they said they needed to build a dam. What did they tell y'all the dam was for? To supply water for the town. What you thought you was drinking? Sugar repeat? I couldn't believe it. All them damn white people. Who's drinking that water? We drink for that. I said you drink in it, you swim in it, you piss in it, people die in it. all kind of things. Everything happens in it, and the whole city is still there. It's still there. That's blood water, and they are in an uproar because they say the water smells bad and it's sour, and they don't understand. They should be freaked the fuck out. Like, I'm talking about, bitch, you upset by what? You can't be upset. You should be scared. You should be gone already. You should be disappeared. Like, but you know, they're just townsmen. Like, they're just people living. They don't know shit about all that to that level. Now, them other people, they know about all that. They know about all that. They know about spirituality and magic and entities and curses and everything they say is foul, everything they say is fake, everything they say is real. All that shit is A1 sauce. Okay? And free grabs. And ain't none of it separate. You can't, like, people get impressed because people say, I'm a Christian. I'm sorry that they told y'all there was differences, because they're not. They all include the same shit. They just told y'all this was good and that's bad. And they claim that, but they use all that other shit. You got to be slow as hell to not realize that they created these dams and these lakes so that they can give you the water. They have so many bodies and so much blood that you don't understand that if it is smelly and it tastes sour, yelling at the city, yelling at the news, that's not gonna cut it. Something gotta be done about it. I don't know how it got like that. I don't understand. Now, how can you not conquer idiots like that? Like, this is what I say about my people. You know, Malcolm said that first you got to get rid of what? Your ops. At first. He's not lying. You know, get them coney cones out the way so now you can see. Now you can see that. Now then you look at these bumbling fools. Look at them. And you know what could be missing too for people who live near, or people who their families are under there, their families were from there, their families live there, their bloodline is there, you know, because that's your blood down there, right? How powerful you are. And when you're not in alignment, you don't understand what the hell that means either. And you know, you're missing golden opportunities. You're missing a window. You're missing that it could be time to what? Activate. Because I mean, if we getting crunk and we waiting on y'all to get crunk, and y'all ain't getting crunk, and we over here getting crunk because we say it's time to strike. Like what? I know they be like, look at these motherfuckers. Because mind you, you have a whole lot of 500 or 50 or 100 black people and poll the same amount of white people and ask them would they go to Lake Lanier. Not only would the white people go there, they have fun, they vacation there every year, they have a home there, they, all of that. And black folks be like, hell, no, I ain't going to Lake Lanier, blah, blah, blah. You scared of what? What they did? You scared of what? Your people being down there? You scared of retribution? And you think it'll be improperly dispersed? If it happens to be. Because we know Usher's stepson almost, got swallowed up. There's no way for anybody to be able to say what that was about. It could have been about Usher. It could have been about the mama. It could have been, we don't know. We don't. But you won't know shit because you be just like knowing shit and running from shit. Same way you have that view about Lake Lanier. Then when motherfuckers get to telling the story and shit, Oscarville, oh my God, oh yeah, they did that shit to us, blah, 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 blah. But you saying it from over here, Chicken George, because you scared to even go up there. And when you do, you still out of pocket. How about the black boy that his friends, he went there with his white friends. This thing ain't starting back up yet. Let me see. Because I know my plug ain't. Nope, charged up. Yeah, we're going to have to get this taken care of. I might have to look for another truck. Because what I'm not going to do is be stuck in the summer. No way to keep the air on. Because the way these trucks are, they will not idle, they will not stay on, so you won't be able to, because it's too costly, and then, they emit fumes. So you won't be able to keep like the AC on or whatever. And that's what all them extra power packs are for back there, so that you can have plugs to use, and you can burn your AC, and that way it won't burn the battery. And the AC is doing good for it to be back there. Now, if you close them curtains, this shit get ice cold. But to be heating up here, and I'm in direct facing of the sun, and this is open, it'd be like an oven in here, and then it'll be super cold back there if I were to section it off. But the fact that this isn't repowering and that isn't able to use, everything was fine when I first got the truck. But now, and this is another thing, and I've said this before, I say this a lot of times, the things that I experience are coming from within. Not that they're necessarily my fault or me doing these things. It's misusage of my energy. It's from attacks, and this is the discombobulation that occurs because I've noticed this early on, years and years ago, that me and electronics, baby, it's not me taking the energy. It's the shit just gets, I don't know, I guess you call it zapped out, but it's not gonna last very long around me. It's gonna start to dysfunction. Now, I've ran across other people who can attest to having the same situation. And I've heard them say, I just got too much energy. I give off too much energy. And they leave it at that. To me, that's not the answer. And maybe it could be an answer for them, or it be just a soothing answer for them, because that's as far as they're willing to go. But it's deeper than that. And then the more shit I found out, the reality of things, man. The reality of things. That's why I say we should never stop looking for true answers. True answers, because there's so much more to it. And we haven't scratched the surface of what things really are and what we are. And the things that are being used against us, my God, you can't even fathom. You don't have the capabilities because you don't have enough information to even, you can't, something that you don't know about. It doesn't exist. And it's beyond, you know? But we see it all as how we see things, which is, that's why people say we're living in simulation and all that, because this reality is not real. It's not a real reality. But we're here, we're in it, we're existing in it. To settle. It's the craziest thing. Because one thing you do know, right here, right now, that's what you got. This walk, this journey, this experience in this body, that's what you got. Nobody's gonna hand you anything else. You don't know where you can go buy anything else. You don't know that it's a possibility, blah, blah, blah. You know, you may have heard a story or two here about, you know, maybe you'll go to heaven or hell or some shit like that. I call this hell. Here we are. So that tells you what I think about that theory. The awareness is people who think and say that, how dare you not believe that there's a heaven or a hell? How dare you not believe this, that? And you know how crazy you sound telling me that I must accept an option, you know, of reality or possible reality. Let's keep it real. It's given as a possible reality because no one can completely tell you that it is. And you must accept and agree with it and be on unison with it. And that means that those things that you have accepted as truths govern how you will, you know, progress, how you will move during your time here. It will create all the limitations and everything else. And you fall for this mess while simultaneously ignoring the other parts that say doubt shall not, you know, all the dumb shit you do every day. I said, this ain't the dumbest shit. Y'all get scared. Oh my God, blasphemy. You don't believe this, you don't believe that. Or you believe that even is. But, well, if you believe it, then what comes with that? Oh, you're not supposed to do, what, 98, 99% of shit you do every day? But you don't stop that. So, y'all just slow. You're dumb. You're silly. And when people say, why would they want to clone Jamie Foxx? Why would they want to blah, 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 such and such? Ain't nobody off limits, boy. It could be your newborn baby brother. What you talking about? You have people saying from the beginning of time, oh, that so-and-so came back through that baby. Did you believe them? Or you just thought that old folk be saying that shit? Oh, that is. I know that's my daddy came back. Okay, well, if you know that can happen, Why are you putting limitations on anything else? So weird. If you go look at these patents and these files and you talk to actual people who are part of a study, been part of a study, been part of this, that, third, and are still here with us and capable of talking, because that's not always the case. You know, you would I think most people are so afraid of the mere thought of the fact that they know if they would be having such a hard time even coping with and processing a lot of the information that they would, you know, incur. And they can't even fathom past that and don't want to. You just accept all this shit here. It's so cowardice. And it is the ultimate betrayal to your very self. Because who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm at with this shit. Who the fuck is they? Let's see. I keep resetting this shit, and every time I turn around, these electronics, I mean, it wants to stay always connected. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm in a different time zone. Oh, so it's actually later in Atlanta than I'm thinking. Oh, so I really should have been gone. So, alright, 2 things I thought I was going to do today that I'm not going to do. Because people close so early right here. It's so crazy. I'm going to walk this mountain one more time. But you know what? Sometimes you have to stop being overly consumed with these, with all of the things emitting around you and into you. And you have to take yourself somewhere important and in nature, and you have to disconnect and re-energize and just absorb. And you have to release some things, because you know we are taking in shit all the time that we don't even know, especially if you get around. Most of y'all do. You're taking in a lot of stuff. Don't make me play that song. When are you writing lyrics? So great. The way y'all troll is just, you know, it's so crazy. I'm just like, you know, but it's a small drop. Thank you for the, you know, whatever y'all did. But the trolling in the chat, I don't know. Y'all, the way y'all comment, he been here for like 2 days. He may not even be in that truck. He might be over there. His Alabama girlfriend, huh? Okay. Y'all be thinking y'all be doing something, baby. I get trolled in real life. And you won't believe the shit that I come from. The things that I have conquered. Okay, and I I don't know what kind of effects you're trying to have, but you know what I think and what I say and what I accept. You love me so much. Yeah. You absolutely want to make sure that if don't nobody else come and type in my chat that if I thought this was open, I be hitting my head so damn much. I have to be checking to make sure them damn things closed. I do the same thing at home. If I open the cabinet and turn around and walk away, you know, I'm gonna forget that it's open. Booyah! Right in the noggin. Right in the noggin. And I can take them heavy hitters and keep on going, boy. Alright, let me see. I go on one more stroll. Looking for lip gloss. I got lip gloss in my pocket, but I'm looking for my other lip gloss. I haven't seen it in like 2 days. My gold one. I'm gonna be wearing my gold one today. I'm gonna sew in lip gloss thing and make a clip or something. I either put it on my chin or something. I can put it on my wrist. Like I do my keys because at this point I have to. I be loving them, baby. For me and lip gloss to be so tight, and for me not to be able to find them all the time. You know, that's a problem. But you know what they say? If you try to keep up with something too hard, it's out of here. Okay. Stop. Let's see. Bing, bing. I wouldn't trade it for the world. That wasn't even on air, and it was keeping it like that. That was only on fan. And the craziest part is that the whole time that I've been here, because I could have been spent my day off. I'm doing whatever I want to do, right? But the whole time I've been getting here, I've been getting emails and text messages back to back. And they're like, we're sorry. We know the power's out. We're going to get it together. We're sorry. We know the hot water's out. We're going to get it together. We're sorry. And I'm like, at this point, I'm going to send them the spam. Because I'm not there. But if I was there, I'd be like, I can't even get, use my power. I can't even blah, blah, blah. So, I don't even worried about that right now. But, I know the neighbors are happy. right, y'all. Because I'm not taking 2 devices with me. That's too much. That's kind of defeating the point later.